Hey guys, so today what we're going to do is a comprehensive review of HotBodies bodywork for the 21 to 24 RS660. I've got my RS660 right here, a 2021 version, and this is my second set of HotBodies on there. My first set I had a low side, and I'll show you the damage. It held up really well. I made the repairs and I ran all last season on it, actually a season and a half on the repaired version. I purchased a new set during their off-season sale, and it's been sitting in the shed. I finally got around to mounting it, painting it, and getting it all mounted up on the bike. So let's take a look at the old stuff first. All right, this is the old upper. Now, I loosely fit this on the bike, and I didn't think the pre-marked holes were in the right place. That was a mistake. That kind of offset everything, and it didn't make everything fit quite right. As you can see, I was quite a bit off on the pre-drilled hole, or the preset hole areas. I did use these preset holes and managed to get those in okay. I also used the clip-on Zeus fasteners for the lower section, and you have to do a little bit of trimming to get them to work. So here's the crash damage. This piece got busted up pretty good, and I just wrapped it with some glass and some resin. It was cracked here pretty good, here. The wing was cracked pretty well, and I don't know if you can see in there where I put some fiberglass in there and some resin just to hold it together, and it worked out well for a season and a half basically. You can see that they've got some reinforced areas that they do, but it held up really good. Dripping wet, I used him on eBay for my race decals, my number decals, the headlights, stick-on decals, and that. Let's take a look at the tail section. So in the crash, I did have one section that cracked right here pretty heavily, but I did get in there and slap some fiberglass on it and some resin. Now, these seats are designed to just sit on the fiberglass right here on your subframe. Wasn't really happy with that, and I actually found some Honda seat bumpers and cut them down to where they're only like 1/4 of an inch and put them in there so it's not the fiberglass rubbing on the subframe. And just a generic foam pad for the seat. I cut it to shape and fit, and it worked out well. Now, when I was talking about things not lining up, here's the original lower, and as you can see, I didn't use the pre-drilled holes. I ended up, it was back a little bit. And then the front, because of the way the front was mounted, it wasn't back far enough, and what was happening was the front tire on suspension compression was actually rubbing the lower fairing. Well, it wasn't an issue, it didn't create any issues, but just fit and finish. And as you can see, I had other holes in here that I filled in. So my suggestion, if you're going to use the HotBodies, use the pre-marked drill holes. Here's the bike with all the new fairings on it. I did use the pre-drilled holes up here, 2 on each side. I'm using the Woodcraft mirror blocks with the GoPro mount. So again, dripping wet for my number decals. I had to stretch, or I felt like I had to stretch it a little bit to get these lined up correctly. The fit was really tight, but after it's been on there a few days, the fit's relaxed a little bit, so I'm not so concerned about it. And what I did here is I had some collars that actually push through the fairing, and then the bolt goes through that, so it's not crushing the fiberglass. and it's nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. Again, the seat bumpers I found for a Honda seat work well. You can see the side, this side of the bumpers kind of push through like a grommet. It expands, and I cut them down to where they're just 1/4 of an inch thick, and it didn't raise it up enough to rub anywhere, but it does give it that little bit of rubber to ride on the subframe, which I think is a plus. You know, the finish on it from HotBodies, it's not the greatest. You could spend a lot of time doing a lot of sanding and get this nice and smooth, but because I'm just running, you know, matte black, I didn't worry about it. I sanded everything down with 400 grit, and then I used the Eastwood paint prep spray, sprayed everything down, wiped it down with a lint-free rag, and I used the Eastwood 2K spray paint. It's a 2-part epoxy paint, and it's, I think they call it rat rod satin, which is a basic satin black color, which actually fits the bike really well. So yeah, the lower fits a little bit better. It's back a little bit more, and I shouldn't have any issues whatsoever with the tire rubbing this portion of the lower on full compression. I used the pre-drilled holes, and again, I just used those little collars in there to keep it from crushing the fiberglass. Of course, the tail section, you just got 2 bolts that hold it here, and it's super secure. It's not going anywhere. I do have a monkey grip on here. That just reminds me to keep my ass back off the tank a little bit and get my ass back in the seat. You get in a better tuck position. I got some tank grips on there. Straight clip-ons from Woodcraft. Everything clears nicely. I have no problems with the fairings rubbing anywhere. Yeah, I just like it, and it's inexpensive. $649 right now, full set without a front fender. I'm just using my stock front fender. If you wait till off season, you can get even a better price on it. So if you're thinking about changing after this season, wait until the fall and take a look at HotBodies. I think you'll like it. I like it. It only has to look good from 10 feet away, and this one looks good even closer than that. You can't see the imperfections in the glasswork, but it looks good. I'd like to get some additional decals on here, some colors, maybe some red and green to fill in here and up here, just to give it a little bit of color. But there you go. So today's Friday. Tuesday I leave for the track. I'll be up there from Tuesday to Sunday. I've got a practice day on Thursday. I got 2 races on Friday. Saturday we've got the Loudon Classic, the highest paying motorcycle road race in US history, $400,000 purse. It's the 102nd running of the Loudon Classic. And then on Sunday I've got 2 races. So if you're anywhere in the New England area, I highly recommend you come out to the track and watch. There's going to be a lot of really fast guys there for the Loudon Classic. Excuse me. So with that being said, hey, if you're out there on your bike, shiny side up, rubber side down, have yourself a great day.